Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. You know business, me not care if them screw face, wow. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. You hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me not business, me not care if them now already hear me bun too much, too much, whoa. Them not like me not like them. Them not rate me. Me and them no friend, me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me.
Yeah man, OG Marley representing for Let's Start the Thing TV. Yo guys, all of you tune in to Let's Start the Thing TV YouTube channel where you get the best entertainment news out of Guyana. Mixed up gossip, you see? Talk the till tell them about that drink and drive no car. Don't take no lifestyle. Babylon gonna have to do them job before you kill yourself or innocent people might have figure ball. Brah. Let's Start the Thing TV. I don't know. Out.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaitro Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthew's 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year. Yo, Brooklyn, I hope you prepare for this one. It's a year-to-year event. Are we talking about Alliance Family and One Link Family Party presents to you the year-to-year ladies event called Pretty Like a Rose.
Pretty like a rose, yeah.
All white edition. It all goes down on the 28th of June. Yes, Saturday the 28th of June. Our road leads to 276 Belmont Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. People, only Baba DJs on the card. I'm not going to tell no lie. We kick off from 10 p.m. until. Remember, for more information, you guys could contact 917-862-1442. That's 917-862-1442 or 929-234-0114. That's 929-234-0114. Saturday the 28th of June. It's all about Pretty Like a Rose, the all white edition. Yo, Alliance family, yo, one link. The party then a normal.
Too pretty for your link with the yes man. Send your location. Bears give it up where I wait when.
Boop, 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 boop. What go on YouTube? What go on Facebook? What go on Kick? What go on Twitch? Yeah, man, we soon say what go on TikTok. Man, we setting it up. Everything is going to be great. Everything is going to be mucho. Everything is going to be all right. You got to say good day, good morning, good morning. It's still morning, it's not daytime. Here we're going on now. I know I started a little late. You know how it goes already as a family man. And you know, you've got to deal with certain things, and then certain things is carry you into certain times. And yeah, it's crazy at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be late than never to be. You understand? So I want to thank God for life. Thank God for waking me up this morning. You know, me, my family, and definitely giving me strength, health and strength, so I could come in front of this camera here. So, you know, I mean, I run me mouth. Because y'all don't know, you know, like my wife say, you know, you like run your mouth. So, yeah, I like run me mouth. So, thank God for giving me strength so I could run my mouth. Rastafari, you know, you think already rocket. Big up yourself. I'm sure to all my beautiful people that tune in today. Today we're going to be finding out from you guys, you know, you know what I mean, I soon get certain people on the show whereby we will be interviewing them. Definitely, you know, it goes already. And we're talking about, like, how election is around the corner. Definitely, guys, you know what it is. You know what I mean? We are definitely going to try to hear from a lot of persons that is in the election field. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I'm going to try to see if I could get on to Hector, the nature boy. I'm going to try to see if I could get on to Marlon, Doggy, and all these boys. I know sometimes these guys are play them as big boys, so sometimes this is Mecca is us there in me corner, but at the end of the day, we're going to see what we could do, what strings we could pull. And so once again, I got to say good morning to you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic morning. Definitely, it's Tuesday. Yes, it is the 3rd of June. You understand? Today is my boy birthday. I can't remember your name. Is always calling. Happy birthday to you, my virgin. Because I could remember your call yesterday and said today is your first day. So, big up to all Gemini. It's still Gemini season. So you know what's up. Big up to the entire Gemini, the Gemini family, the Gemini crew, the Gemini clan. Yeah, man. The best. You understand? I don't know. I got to represent for me, people. Everybody is the best. Scorpion is the best. This is the best. All the planet is the best. But I say, me is the best. Me own is the best. I don't got time. Like, I could root for you alone. Yeah, my wife is Capricorn. So she said Capricorn is the best. All right, well, good. You, me fighting you down if you say you planet is the best. And I would never say you lie or you're mad. No, me wouldn't say that. If you say you planet is the best, your planet is the best. I know Gemini is the best. That's all I got to say. But nevertheless, man, shout out to every sign, every planet. You know what it is. It is Gemini season. So you know what it is, the 21st to the 21st. So you know how it popping, how it going. So big up to everybody celebrating their birthday. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini, them that is on. Let's start the things. I'm a Gemini subscribers. Big up yourself. You understand? From your Gemini, you're up on the... and you subscribe to this channel, big up yourself. Next year, my birthday party on YouTube is going to be the loudest, I swear to God. This time it's going to be a full vibe. My kid going to cut, plus it's going to be a juggling whole night. You understand? Straight juggling, straight vibes. You understand? We ain't going to talk about nothing but just vibes next year. Because I don't see how you treat me this year for my birthday. You know, and I like, what do you want to do with this year, man? What is it you want me to do with this? Why you play with boy stuff? You got all your girl stuff. Why you don't go and play with your darling them thing? Your ass with a car, excavator. Where's you at? Echo host? Yeah, I guess most of days all girl babies are with them brother them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But nevertheless, guys, you know how it is today. Definitely we got some stuff to deal with. Also, we have Haley definitely scheduled for the show. She said that she couldn't make it so early. So that is why really I scheduled a show to start off now so we could get a proper show, also get Haley to definitely forward and for us to have our conversation. Because you guys remember from since the other day, we tried to get Haley. Haley was scheduled for the show, but due to how persons are bum rushing and disrespecting Haley and her family, you know what I mean, we had to give her a little breather for her to catch herself. But nevertheless, you guys heard she said that, oh, okay, everything is much, everything all right, okay? So today, definitely, we got Haley scheduled for the show. So you know what it is today, guys. Big up to everybody that definitely tune in, checking in on the ones and threes. Like I told you guys, today we're gonna we got a video with a Indian female. Definitely made a video whereby she says she was called with a private phone call, and it sounds like it's a next Indian relative. Well, not Indian relative, I should say. Next Indian person called her and was cursing her out because what she mentioned about Adriana whole situation. You know what I mean? And like, you know what I mean? I was telling you guys up to the other day whereby not we as the content creators, like how you see them bum rushing Ailey, you see them attack Ailey, them attack Sir Brian. You know what I mean? Them try attacking me. You know what I mean? Now, Indian people, because you see this is what I try to tell you, these people them trying to make this thing look like it's a racial thing. Now he called this female and he said, oh, why you talking about Adriana and them black man, what them black man do to the owner place and the amount of money with the owner lose. This is what the Indian girl should be speaking about. The Indian female should come out and say nothing but Adriana. So this is what I'm saying to myself, you know what I mean? We got that video to run for you. Why? Come on, Lyric. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, like, why would you be doing that? You know what I mean? Lear? What's the matter? Pass the cookie. Come to Dada. The cookie over there in the pack. Excuse me, where is the sat or the co-host? Look. All right, you're okay. It's okay. Okay? You want to come with that? All right. Relax yourself, Lil. Excuse my co-host. You know, she's trying to catch herself. Eating every minute. But yeah, like I was saying, you know what I mean, before we get into the program, this is how it seems to be getting at this said moment here, whereby persons have a big issue with anybody speaking about Adriana's death. And I'm wondering to myself, why is that? So we're going to be opening the phone lines for that also. We have a video whereby we're going to drop, whereby Mark Rubio mentioned about persons that's living in the United States that is from any one of the Caribbean countries and are speaking upon corruption in their country, and also for the government that is targeting those persons, whether it's Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua, wherever you're from. Mark Rubio made it clear that they cannot do any harm to us. You understand? So we have a right to speak upon corruption or anything that is bothering us, whereby it named freedom of speech. We got that for drop for you guys. Also, I came across a next video with Nandalal and Dexter Todd, whereby a whole heap of exposing going on. Yo, today is not normal. Definitely we got this for you today, guys. So you guys stick around. Definitely we're going to have a fun show today. Also, we got Ailey on the check-in, whereby we're going to have a discussion about the autopsy. The last autopsy that definitely was issued. Also, I want to run back that small 2-minute content interview with Todd and I think it's Nation Watch. He was on an interview, and that small piece when he was asked about the ruling out, because right now what I hear is that they're trying to rule out Adriana's case right now. So you know, if they rule out that case, that means they're done with. You know what I mean? We can't say we getting no justice. So right now, there's a big issue whereby the last autopsy report that came out a few days ago, whereby it stated that Adriana drowned. You understand? Is an accidental drowning or something like that. She wasn't drowned willfully, forcefully. No signs of sexual assault or none of that wasn't found on the body. They literally is still telling people that this girl drowned in the pool and float up back. People, we got a serious piece of problem right now with that because they are trying hard right now to rule out that case with that autopsy statement that they received. You understand? So we got to definitely speak about that also, because I know for a fact it looked like Mr. Todd will have to, you know, stretch his hands a little more further. It's either you get, you know, high court, court of appeal, something have to happen. He mentioned couple stuff about the third leg and the second and all these kind of things, and definitely made a point with that. So definitely we're going to touch down upon a piece of that video back again, whereby we're going to dissect it with what he said with that. So shout out to everybody in the building, guys. Today is going to be a nice show. Hope you guys having a fantastic morning, day. You know what I mean? Welcome down. Please like up the live, guys. That's all we asking you for. Please like up the live. Okay? That's all we know. We got 835 persons in the building. You guys know how it is over here. You know what I mean? It's okay. So, big up to everybody. Let me jump into the first video as we proceed to give you what you need. I was born in Guyana but have lived most of my life outside of the country. What I'm hearing and witnessing happening there is, yes, despicable. And to accept that it's going too bad. Okay, we got that what you were just saying there. Of course, there are a lot of stuff that is going on in Guyana that, you know what I mean, it's crazy at this said moment. Being observed. Big up yourself. I just saw a video, it very misleading. They said that Dr. Terry exam was the first autopsy. Okay, if you got that link, you could send me that link. I would like to see that what you're talking about. If you got that link, you could send me that link. You know what it is at the end of the day. You know what up. Alright, guys. Let me jump in this first video with this female here because, like I said, I will be asking you guys again as election is around the corner. I want to know again who you guys are voting for and why you guys are voting for this person. We want to know what's going on because we see a big scene with Azruddin Mohammed at this said moment here with the government. It's crazy, you know what I mean, and everybody want to know. People are saying, yo, you know what I mean, I don't like I don't like the initiative whereby people saying you're taking out a coolie for put back in a coolie. Remember, Guyana is 6 race. You understand? And I don't have a problem with an Indian man running the country. I don't have a problem with an Amerindian man running the country. I don't have a problem with a Negro man running the country. It's all about you doing the right thing. That's this way it come. This, at the end of the day, this is where it come up to, because we see they got black leaders is do bull crap. White leaders is do bull crap. Indian leader, everybody, all of these people them is human being at the end of the day. So nobody imperfect. All we got some part of we whereby we do stupidness and we've got to be accountable for it or something. Whether the stupidness is big or the stupidness is little. So me really got a problem with an Indian man running the country, an Amerindian man running the country. No, I don't have a problem with that. Remember, I grew up in a country with 6 race. You understand? That done in me blood already. 6 race, I done accustomed to do. So, me seeing an Indian man running for president, I have no problem. Just like if I see a black man running for president, me ain't got a problem with that. The main factor at the end of the day is doing the right thing from your heart. is being like Burkina Faso president. Eh? Well, I always get me the name is go up the road. I'm gonna try my best to pronounce it properly, but people know who I'm speaking about. You know what I mean? It's hard for you find somebody like that president because look, he does pop up just a dry. Look how much president this country go through. And Africa is a big damn country, big. Should we say a big continent, thank you. Africa is a big continent whereby it have a lot of countries in that continent. So every country got their own president. Look how much getting assassinated and all these things in Africa and all these things. But since this man come, me know, like the caller said yesterday, this man has been sent by God. It got to be. It got to be this man sent by God. Because we never hear this man mix up with nothing. But when this man come with the equal rights and justice. This man doing what enough president didn't do. This man appalling things that other president didn't uphold. When I hear this man say, yo, he want no 1 point, this 2 point every month like a president is giving me normal salary. I don't want to be in no big mansion. Give me normal house to me and me family. What part in the world you find anybody who running for president is got them kind of not them thinking? You don't find nobody with them thinking. And it's not a man whereby I hear is a millionaire like Muhammad. Or got a set of money and a set of assets. Is a man that go in the army, do his thing, do we got to forget the promotion, and boom, heaven knows how we meet in the presidency war. Like I really got to get the piece of document for find out what make he run for president. But just saying that this what happened is not a man whereby was buying house for people like Muhammad, not saying it's something wrong Muhammad doing, or none of these things. But where or when last you hear anybody that decide to run for a country think like how this man think, operate or act like how this man act? And everybody like, wow. Now, today, everybody want a president like that in their country. Everybody want a president like that in their country. But this is how it is go. God don't put all the good people them in one bracket or in one circle. The man is spread them out, shoot them all across the world. Hold on there. You see me? God, this is how God is do. God has put them all over. So you're not going to find this. Why it's hard for you to find good people in life. It's hard for you to find reliable people, trustworthy people, clean-hearted people, pure-minded people, non-red-eye people. You understand? Positive people. That's why you use hardly, and it takes so hard for you to find them kind of people because and you said to yourself like them ain't got people like that. But they do. But how Father said them? Because if Father they put all of them together, something would have happened for manipulate them and mess them up and them want to be like that. So Father know we do when he spread them out. So when we see a president like this here so, that is doing wonders for his people, you hear a call, you see the man say, now the people take it over. He does the leader. It's like the people them is the president. Because anybody only hear a man talking something bad about Burkina Faso president, you better believe it, them getting annihilated. You better believe it, them head cutting off, them got a roll. Anytime you got anything bad for say about the man, you want to come against the man, you want to go against he, you want to get rid of he, the people them, yo, don't even try it. If you don't like the man, like it and don't tell nobody. Because from the people them know you don't like he, you know what's going on. You know what them do to you. You know what them do to you. Them deal with your wicked. They will deal with you wicked, bro. Grace, good morning to you, sweetie. We have to vote. That's what I'm saying, bro. Today, I'm emphasizing, guys, we got to vote. We got to vote. We got to vote. You understand? No if, nor but, no maybe. We got to vote. Being observed, I want to say thank you for the $4 super chat donation, my brother. That's what I'm saying. Stacy, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with who run the country. At the end of the day, once they do the right thing, that's all I business about. I don't have no time. You understand? And I don't want no old man run the country. But this is my point. I don't want no old. I'm tired of them old man. I am tired of them old people running the country, bro. I want a young president like the president we're talking about in Africa. We got a vision, we got a mindset, we got the heart and the stamina for stand out. Even if you're collecting your money a month as a president or whatever, you're being truthful, you're being real to your people. You understand? You're not being a phony. You're not capping. And that's the same thing whereby we're coming to a point whereby the leaders of the country that is leading the country right now, every minute, what we seeing, it keeps showing like it's lies upon lies upon lies. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just lies upon lies. Come on. You gotta be truthful to your people, bro. You got to be truthful to your people. Y'all know for a fact. Come on. Mr. President, Mr. Prime Minister. You understand? Mr. Barjaglio. Come on, man. You guys know that girl did not drown in that pool, bro. Where is it, y'all? Why y'all protecting this man like that? If this man do wrong, this man do wrong, bro. You guys know Adriana did not drown in the pool. You know that. Why the statement still come out saying that she drowned? Now the second autopsy, the pathologist say you cannot say Adriana drowned. Come on, bro. Now it's a serious part we at whereby they're trying to rule out the motion and all these things, and it's crazy, bro. It's real crazy. At the end of the day, people, it's all about justice, Adriana. I want Purple Heart. Yeah, it starts again. As soon as they're in front of the camera is yarn. So excuse me yarning. You understand? It's crazy. We need to go out and vote, bro. And the opposition leaders, them need to be very careful with this election. I'm telling you, it's very careful with this election, bro. I'm telling you, it messed up. It's very messed up, bro. And it hurt my heart more time. It really hurt my heart. But let's jump into the first video. Let's get things straightened out. Get the thing up and running. And then we're going to open the phone lines as we go down. I'm trying to hit up Ailey, see if I get on to her to know what's going on. You need to add this movement to the... Alright. So let me jump into the first video. And see what's going on. Let's hear what these guys have to say. Shout out to everybody that's checking in. 1122, you know I love you guys, you know what I mean? Hey, the Rastaman. Probably not little today, you know? But love you guys, man. Let's jump into this video here. Let's see what's going on. You know what it is. Justice for Adriana. Olivia. What's going on, babes? Everything good? The phone line ain't open as yet, you know, but The phone line ain't open as yet fully, but quick and fast, we jump into the first video. Yeah, my brother.
Blessings morning to everyone around the world. Blessings to the whole Caribbean, all my Caribbean brothers and sisters. Blessings. Just want to give you, a tip on what you're talking today about Traore. I don't know the whole everything about him neither to make because I'm following him piece. And I don't remember a lot of things. But the man is a full leader, brother. Understand? This is how the man get in power. Well, I don't know all back, but I know from here. The guy formed a coup with the general. Understand me? After the president down there was doing stupidness. And they get the president out and the general in. And after he was the general right hand man, he see how he's treating the people. And Traore said, no, this is what we talk about. Let me overthrow this man. So Traore turn around and overthrow he and lock he up. For how he treating the people. Understand? The man is so loved, right? Because in Burkina Faso, only had 10 hospitals. The man built 7 hospitals that they never ever had, brother. You see all the processing tomato companies and all the companies the man open, the citizens the man have invest in it. Right now, as people in the world don't know, Burkina Faso have the best electric car right now. They don't have to recharge. And the world ain't talking about that. The world talking about Tesla that got recharge. Burkina Faso got electric car that don't have to recharge. And the world ain't talking about that. So that's why the man is so, understand me, loved by people, because things that never happen in Africa is happening in that region, in the Sahel region, brother. That never ever happened. Ivory Coast president stand up the other day against and this American general bringing in Ivory Coast for set American base there near to Traore. Ivory Coast people turned on anybody, and the soldiers, the police that he had, there wasn't enough. Ivory Coast got millions of people. Big man, people start burning and looting. The people give him within 10 hours to left. The people would kill anybody. He barely escaped. The president, bro. People burning out of there, brother. Because he trying to go against Traore, brother. So any African leader in Africa right now that ever say anything with Traore from South Africa, anywhere right back to Morocco, they got to check themselves. They got to check themselves. Ghana, all these places. They got to check themselves when they're talking about Traore. So that's what they call a leader. And you see when Africa wake up, brother? You see when Africa becomes one is when we black people understand me can fully show this world we need, and that's why the Caribbean people, we got to wake up and stand together. We got to look for a leader for Jamaica. Jamaica want a leader too. Trinidad need a leader. Understand? See, Jamaica, Trinidad, and Guyana is 3 powerhouse for the Caribbean, brother, and them 3 countries need leaders, because them 3 countries could maintain the whole Caribbean, brother. Them is like big brothers and big sisters for the Caribbean. We need to get together, brother. We need to stand as one. Understand me? Muhammad, understand, got the money for hire at least 100 or 1,000 people to put in place to help this election from not being rigged. It's so much reasons why Muhammad needs to be here, and I fully stand with you, my brother. It doesn't matter about a black man or Indian man or who run Guyana. It's about a leader for run Guyana, brother. We want a leader for run Guyana. Somebody that see Guyana potentials and could put it next to any country that got a type of money, brother. Now we got this type of common sense, and the Guyanese is very smart people in the world, brother. Understand? Because most of the places again, the world people is always saying Guyanese play real smart. And Guyanese would be in front of you, dealing with you, honest and everything, but somehow they still play trick because they know how we smart. Understand? But we don't trick, we don't dip and tricking everybody. We just trick who want to trick us. So we turn, we trick, you trick into we trick.
What are you telling you?
I call it trick or treat. Shit, but we got sense, brother. So enough times when we talking to Guyanese too and telling them to open the brains and turn it on, it's the stand as one. We ain't going back. We ain't going back. We ain't sitting down. And that's what I keep telling them. You is the change, Guyanese. Muhammad is not the change. Muhammad is the man that we put thing for run the change. Mohammed is the man that we can depend on to make sure things run right because he already see the wealth, already know the world. Man got the money and he have the connections.
All right, my brother.
That's what we got to deal with.
Good, my brother. Let me jump into this first video now. You understand? Big up yourself lifestyle. Powerful picture speech. Somebody said sir, with all due respect, Jamaica have a leader in mind. Mind with you don't know Vs and you already. You know Vs and you lifestyle. So the people them say they got a leader already. Yeah. Alright, cool. I'm trying to tell everybody in the building, tag the things caller. I agree. Alright, go this one person said Bakir Chore, we name? Abraham. Like Abraham, like the man Abraham. Alright, the man got a power name too. Abraham Torre. I'm trying to get this name correct. Abraham Torre. Alright, I remember because Father Abraham have many sons. Alright, Father Abraham. So I can remember it. Abraham Torre. I can't forget it though, yeah. But let's jump into this first video, guys. Because like I said, I have not opened the phone lines as yet. You don't know, like I said, all the way into the show, then the phone line is going to always be open. Do remember that. As y'all is, let's start the things, subscribers and family members, because we is all one family over. Remember, every show, once we go for the 5 minute into hour of the show, then we open the phone lines. You understand? So you could get a good understanding with what we're talking about and what we're doing. That's just one piece of fish. You understand? So let me jump into this piece of video here that I found. Let me hear what's going on with this whole autopsy situation plus the whole Adriana scene. Yeah, it's a sticky situation. Let's get this. All right? Yeah, baby.
Then it assumes that the information that you received as a tip was properly verified up to a point before you can say whether we're going to act on this now, go out there and try to locate the vehicle or the suspect or any other type of follow-up activity. But I also would like to say that the police force needs to take every bit of information that comes to its disposal and treat that with some measure of seriousness as part of the distillation process. So where I think the police force dropped the ball was the fact that it failed to distill that information that was provided to ascertain the source of the information, the likely credibility of the information, and whether indeed this information at this stage can be disseminated to the public at large.
I wonder if a question that sort of crept in didn't stem from what's perceived to be a bit of a delay in acknowledging the police bundling. There seems to be some public perception that
excuse the odds, guys. You know it go already.
The handling by the police that the public feels that it may be a cause for suspecting the police to be complicit in the issues surrounding the incident. I wonder if on the ground it is felt that the delay may have fueled the concerns that that the police may be complicit in this issue.
I think coming to that point, Kendall, there was the fueling of some speculation in that regard, because not only of the inaccuracy of the police statement, but because the police commander reportedly or allegedly told the mother to go home because she had been there for quite a while about looking into the interests of her daughter. And now to have this inaccurate statement come out, I don't think it really fared well with anyone, including the parents, about whether indeed there was police involvement. So All of these elements taken together did not repose any confidence in the police force. And I think that is part of the lingering crux of the matter.
Now, this case has actually gained international attention. And looking at it from an international lens, I think that there are many issues of interest to the international community. International observers, I believe, would be bothered by several things, several positions taken by the government itself, including the Attorney General in his interview on this podcast. And I think that there is also likely to be concerns about the manner in which this case was handled generally from all sides. And I want us to take some time to pay some attention to that and to discuss some areas that I think are problematic and might not have shined the best of light on the country. Let's start off with what the Attorney General said with respect to the retention of the Canadian investigator.
Could you explain to us what is the retired Royal Canadian Mounted Police investigator empowered to do as far as investigations are concerned, and how will that be connected to the work of the Guyana Police Force?
First of all, the Guyana Police Force is the sole, exclusive, and premier law enforcement agency in Guyana to deal with civilian crimes. Even when the Army is invited to launch joint operations with the police in dealing with internal matters, the civilian authority, that is the police, takes precedence over the Army. So the investigator had to be sworn in as a member of the Guyana Police Force. And that would vest him with all the powers that the Guyana Police Force is conferred with under the Police Act, Chapter 1601. And that gives him the right to conduct the investigation along with the other investigators, do everything that is required under the investigator and put his findings up. And that is what he's contracted to do, to produce a report in writing within a time specified in his contract.
So the Attorney General said a number of things, not only in that clip, but through the interview that we had with him, that I think should be of concern to a sovereign nation and its people. One, he stated that the police force of Guyana is the body vested with authority to conduct investigations, criminal investigations in the country. He then said that a foreigner, a non-Guyanese national, was sworn in as a member of the police force of Guyana for the purposes of leading an investigation and conducting that investigation, by which a conclusion as to criminality or lack thereof would be arrived at. In that interview, the Attorney General also said, in direct response to a question you raised, Dennis, that the Police Service Commission was not involved in this matter at this stage. While that is important for several reasons. You would recall that the Attorney General also said that the government doesn't direct the police force. So my first question, and I think the first concern, would be who identified and retained this foreign national to act in the police capacity? because that retention would have been superimposing his presence and vesting him with authority to act within the police for conducting an investigation. And secondly, as an independent nation, with almost 60 years of independence, that the police infrastructure, the investigative infrastructure of a country is a very important aspect of the national security of a country. And if you check the rules and regulations for most countries, if not all, I know that this is not part of the Police Act in Guyana, that you have to be a national of the country in order to become a member of its police force. It doesn't give you that level of access to the infrastructure of the police power of a state and the infrastructure of investigative powers in the country. So that happened, but it happened while the Attorney General said and admitted there, Dennis, that the government doesn't know this person. And usually, in order to gain any sort of hiring by the police, that there must be a thorough background check. So what was the background check done? Who did it? And how it was done? The other thing that, for me, that stands out is this. If the Police Service Commission was not involved, it means that this person could not have been hired at a rank above that of a sergeant. Could have been a constable. How do you impose a constable within the police architecture of a country to investigate a matter in which there were allegations made against someone that is very high up in the police force? Would a constable, someone with the rank of a constable, have any authority to go against directions, the wishes, and the commands of a person above the level of a sergeant? And we know, because the Police Service Commission was not involved, that this person could not have been sworn in as a police above the rank of a sergeant. And it makes me ask, and I think for international observers paying attention, is this really a sovereign country?
I hope you guys are listening carefully. And I hope you guys are dissecting what these men them are really saying. Because although what Nandalal have told us, you understand, it still ain't make no sense to what Nandalal tell we. After a few more minutes of this video, we're going to definitely open the phone lines so we could dissect it, and then we're going to go into the video with the Indian girl that was attacked by a caller because she represents Adriana. So, like I said, before we get into all that, right? When Nandalal tell you about these police, but the police force is bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to use no other than decent language. It's bull S. Bull crap. No joke. Because as you heard what the man them is saying, let me continue.
How do you fiddle with important infrastructure like your police power just to facilitate an investigation? Now, this is one of the issues that I sought to press both Dr. Todd, the attorney for the family, and the Attorney General. And Dennis, you are a journalist in Guyana. Were you struck by this?
In terms of the appointment of the retired RCMP official, I don't necessarily think I was struck by it, but I expected more information about the background of the gentleman and also his expected role or function. But what I want to point out at this stage is the fact that the retired RCMP official, based on the police release, did not actually conduct the investigation. He reviewed the investigation that was done by the guy in the police force. I might be subject to correction, but this is essentially what was said in the police force's release. He reviewed the investigation that was done. We also talked about having a look at the pathologist's report. So I don't think he actually went down to the scene and questioned people, or he got directives to go to XYZ place, or he advised himself about where else he should go and who he should ask for what. That was not conveyed to the media in the release. It seems as though he reviewed the investigation that was done by the guy in the police force, and he reviewed the report that was done by the forensic pathologists.
So, Dennis, if he merely was hired to review the report of the police force, there was no need to swear him in as a policeman in Guyana, because you don't have to be a police, for instance, members of the Police Service Commission, in order to review the work product of the police force to determine whether or not it was investigatively sound, whether the methodology used and the conclusion arrived at were sound. And so I guess you could see where I'm coming from with the fact that this person was sworn in as a member of the Guyana Police Force. And my question is, was this necessary? I think there should be more information forthcoming as to when he was sworn in and by whom he was sworn in and what were the circumstances under which he was sworn in. And if you talk about a person who spends a week or 2 weeks in a country sworn in as a member of the police force, what happens after that period, right? So I think that the police force is too important an institution of a sovereign country for its operations to be fiddled with in that way. So that's one of the points that I want to make. The other thing that I think is significant is that there seems to be a lot of playing around with words. If you're saying that there's going to be an investigation, because this is what we heard, that there was an investigation, an independent investigation conducted by someone from the international community or someone hired to conduct an independent investigation. So what it does, it comes right back to if what you're saying is true, and I'm not going to represent that to be true, but if that is the case, then one cannot say that an independent investigation was conducted by this person. And the question that I saw throughout my interview with Dr. Todd and the AG to get addressed.
It's the same thing I'm saying. That is the same thing. They keep saying an independent investigation has been done. What independent investigation has been done? And none of these persons that was at the Doubleday Hotel on the day when Adriana was gone missing haven't got locked up, haven't got questioned. Nobody hear nothing about them, no picture and post in the papers, no nothing. What kind of independent investigation really the Guyana Police Force did that Nandalal is speaking about? What independent investigation? Same thing the father come live and the father said on the interview the other day. The president saying that how he did enough and he did. What you do? You just come and you read a statement saying that how Adriana was drowned. This what you do. And this where you bigging up your chest, Mr. President, and saying that, oh, you help this family with. Come on, man. Nobody can get locked up. The general or the commander or whatever you call it for the region, he gets sent on leave with pay. The constable them, the officers them that were aligned with him, yeah, I'll say them get fired. We ain't even know is who get fired. We know who get locked up from who ain't get locked up. what independent investigation these one of them really talking about, chat? Eh? We're independent. Y'all really think we illiterate, bro? So because independent, the word independent, you know what I mean, is on a global, like, yeah, we did a real good job. You are an independent DJ, so that mean that, oh, you know what I mean? Y'all want to use words to align with things, for cover we and blind we eye. What independent investigation you guys did? The boss man loose, nothing wrong with he or his son. Y'all come with some bullcrap statement, autopsy report saying Adriana drowned and raised up, when we know nobody, no drunk body drowns and raise up so fast. No drunk body raise up in 24 hours. Look, this soldier, you saw Father God keep making things happening. After Adriana passed away, and they try to blame it on the pool. A week after an old man in Linden go and die, Father God showed them one sign. Father God exposed them with the death. I know the man getting a nice spot in heaven with God. For duh. Isn't them just don't give me copyright law upon this one? All of the people, I just don't see a notification. Sunday, okay. Or the Independent Parade, oh. I don't know to get copyright, call it music. Yeah, don't show me have me focus on YouTube. You understand? Nobody ain't get torn in. Nobody. What independent investigation these people them talking about? Yo, bro. Y'all need to stop with this, bro. This is an independent investigation. Chat. They are all trying to cover up the case so badly. Shake my head. It is obvious aggravation to our heart because we know they unalive Adriana. Big up the child of the Most High God. Everybody know what's going on, bro. And this is the thing. Everybody know they are trying to cover this shit up, bro. They are trying to cover this up. Come on, man. Come on. Nothing is too much hand in hand with the PPP, and that is not good for the Guyanese. Again, my choice is Mohammed and Nigel Hughes together. That's a good combination. This is why the people go in their own independent, doing their own independent investigation and still ongoing. Yes, that's why the people them got to do this. Why we got to do our own investigation, because they're saying they're doing some independent investigation, and they are not doing no independent investigation, bro. Nobody ain't get locked up. Nobody ain't get locked up. One big stupid statement, but Adriana drunk and raise up next day. Yo, these people them getting me real mad, bro. Tanya, wait, sir. Did you see what I sent you, fire? No, I didn't see it, man. Text me. What are you talking about? Will you send it to my WhatsApp or you send it to my normal message? Did you send it to the normal message, Tanya? Let's let me know. To be a Guyanese, you have to be living in Guyana on a work permit for the year. And okay, to be a Guyanese, you have to be living in Guyana on a work permit for a year and more. So how come they endorse the monetized mountain police in 2 weeks? What's that? On WhatsApp? Oh my God. Text me, just hit me, just send me a text or something. Let me get for see. I don't know. I ain't see it. Text me. Just hit me up and let me get for see if I see it. Yeah. Okay, these stuff that you sent to me. Yes. Thank you, Tansy. I now see what's going on. Yeah.
Not to send to you. She said you will be scammed.
Yeah, I saw those stuff that you sent to me. You know, me got time with what, you know, I don't have time with people that is going after Ailey. I definitely disperse from that. Ailey is a part of Let's Start the Things TV, and we love her and appreciate her. So I don't care who said what about Haley. We love Haley over here. Okay, let me jump back into the video, and then we continue as we go down the road with the live.
Is how are you structuring this that whatever comes out of it could be considered independent? You can't have a constable who is engaging and giving directions to ranks above him or her. And because of that dynamics in terms of how the police works or how the police force operates, it becomes challenging to really simply bring a person in, give the person a contract, and swear the person in as a constable or some other low rank, and then say that this person, in essence, produced something.
Wait a minute there. Content. Big up content. Content said they cannot investigate themselves when they are all right. But we understand if you say they can't investigate themselves. Now listen what I tell you now. Why we say we got to investigate ourselves? Because we seeing everything out there content. Listen carefully. Yes, we know we cannot investigate ourselves, but they have times you have to take matters into your own hand. And that is what the Guyana Police Force is making us as Guyanese citizens and other people around the world to do. Now tell me something, content. Do you believe that Adriana drowned in that pool?
I just found back home.
That's what I want to know from you, content. Do you believe that Adriana was drowned in the pool? I want to know. That's what I want to know. If you believe that. Because if you don't believe that she was drowned in the pool like we all do, then you have to take this investigation in your hand. You have to. Because we are seeing all of these videos and these pictures whereby we know for a fact Adriana did not drown in the pool. That the statement that they brought the other day to rule out the case, they are trying to rule the case out by saying this girl drowned in the pool. Let me open the phone lines. Hello, you're live.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't want to be on live.
All right, I'm gonna call you in a. I'm live, so I'm gonna call you in a bit. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
I just always look at your show, and I'm an Indian woman, right?
Yes, sweetie.
I want to tell you, we all see that. We all see what took place there. We're not blind, right?
I know that,
That is
man.
what is show. And the only thing that get me vexed that the night when the result come out and these people then behave so, we were so scared. But you know what? We all supposed to hold one head and we supposed to out there protesting.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes.
Hear me?
Yes.
Peacefully.
Yes.
Everybody come as one.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
an Indian woman. I have spirit, but I feel for that kid.
Yeah,
you
man,
hear?
sis. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
We're not blind,
Mhm.
and everybody know that.
Mm-hmm.
How much time? But let me tell you something. You hear what they say? Mankind can't give you justice, but God could give justice.
Real thing. Love that, sister. Yeah, man.
God is a living God.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm telling you, I just pray and I'm telling you, every day I watch your program.
Yeah, man.
Every night but I don't know to add you on WhatsApp. I let my daughter add me
Okay.
and calling on credit.
Okay.
But I always wanted to call you.
Thank you, man.
And to compliment you. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
And you're not biased.
Yes.
You hear me?
Okay.
These things, 10 people, we on a thing that the world see. You know, when I saw that dad speak, you know how much I cry and I'm bleeding inside. We all parents, and he talked from the heart.
Straight.
Nothing that he talked changed. One thing he talked all the time.
Straight, my
You
sister.
hear me?
Yeah, man.
I have 3 kids. You hear me? And we all is parents and mother. It could be anybody. Oh my God. You know? But I just want to tell the people and everybody need to come out and do this peacefully and let them know the world see that. No matter what I'm trying to cover up, it can't cover up.
Thank you, my sister. Love that. Yeah. Robert, what go on?
Morning, big boss.
Yeah, man. Respect, eh?
All right, you what happen now? You know, so me not change the goalpost or move the goalpost, all right? I would like somebody to comment in the comment section and say where that the soldier who was joined some days ago, the young soldier.
Right.
Okay, so I wanted somebody to comment and let me know where that soldier was working before they move him to where.
Okay,
To where
the
he
whole
was.
story, because I know what's going on. It's just that me and get to talk about it. Because remember, I just don't talk about things. Anything I talk about is why I get credible information with. Now what happened is that the soldier was on post at some way on land.
And
But
drop
what
asleep.
happened, and he dropped asleep. So what happened is that they try punishing him by sending him on the board upon the water side. The man beg and say, yo, I don't know if I swim. Yeah, don't send me, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Where you don't know how the soldier thing go. He had to do it, they told him. So eventually, that's where they sent him. And boom, that's how the man end up drowned in. I didn't hear directly how him drowned, if him dropped.
And
this
so
after.
fire. So based on your source or my source, right? Are you aware that the higher head who remove him from the post, right? Are you aware that that young soldier used to knock him X? And that was the problem?
I heard that too. Judge, God, yo, bro, you, youth. Like Mataran would say, youth. Youth.
Like, let me say to you, fire.
Judge, God.
Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, right? Today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
And when me do my checks, because like just like you, me no really talk of a people, fire.
Right.
Me no really talk of a people. You have a gentleman over there by the name of Critics, right? I'm going to tell you the type of person he is. You see, if tomorrow morning him can get $1 million from you, him go say fire. You see, if another day come and next man can give him 2 million, him go find all negative to say about you.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, say, a film case me I work on, you know. And the reason why me I work on a film case, you come out publicly and say this child not in the pool because you can see the bottom of the pool, Mr. Critic. You remember you said that in your words, you know. But when people have millions, them give up, You come back and say the pool clouded. So it is not a case where this man mislead the people or him to get arrested.
Right. You see me? You see what's
Or
going
him
on?
don't get
Right.
arrested.
Good.
Because you come out and said, you critics can see clearly. Clearly. Next thing fire. Because people don't hear that, Let me tell you, say, me observe, me watch, me observe and take note. Why is only the camera to the pool deck wasn't working?
Right.
Every camera else work. Why does that particular one camera not work? I feed them word.
Yeah.
I feed them word me I use fire. Sir Brian, my last word. And them say Sir Brian are really company YouTube, but the aunt or the cousin who watch are the close friend. Sir Brian, your cousin who used to be the DJ, you need to hold him and look in him eye and ask him what was the conversation, because him said the boss call him on him phone when him leave, he could change him clothes, and that clothes never change. Fire, that clothes did not change.
Really?
It's the same clothes. Sir Brian asked him what was the conversation him and the hotel owner was having, because him say the hotel owner call him. Fire, we not gonna stop, we not gonna ease up, we're not going to.
Straight. Yeah, my brother.
Big up yourself, my brother.
All the time. Robert, you always there board. Content, shout out to you, man. Content say, content, big up yourself. Content say, no, I am not saying I believe them. I'm not in argument in what they are trying to sell us. As I said, the government police force are completed to cannot investigate this case or them. Okay, all right, cool. All right, now I now catches what you're saying. Yeah, I misunderstand. Derek, you know it thing go. His name could match the real RCMP investigator, but he's a football coach with no law enforcement training. Did the PPP do a post to track the people again? Could be. You understand? Shout out to content, man. You know how it go already. If she said if it was Cayman Island, they currently would have called in an outsider to investigate them. It is the only way for justice. It is the only way to restore public trust and confidence. You got a point with that, definitely. You know what I mean? But what I was trying to say about the soldier that died is how much days after his body raised up. That's why I implicate the soldier and I implicate the old man. This is why they're saying Father God is working mysterious ways, because Father God make the man drunk and show them that how nobody doesn't raise when they drunk in 24 hours. Nobody raise. It takes 2 to 3 days for that to happen. Hold on, the car, don't move. And then we go straight back to the soldier man that died. It's how much days after his body resurfaced. So what's so many are telling we good morning?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, man.
You know, if I had my seat, I would encourage Asian parents. Best is the body body over there, cremate the body, and avoid problems over when I come back.
I'm telling you about.
Born chair, bring back the ash, and then you could get a memorial service sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, because bringing the body back here, remember what happened before they left? People on the street and that kind of thing. So to avoid that, they over there, the family over there, do what you gotta do over there and forget about the people over here. Cremate the body and bring back the ash. And get a memorial service.
Real talk.
This me talk. Because it can create a problem, buddy. And we trying to avoid all the problem because the mischievous people is who ain't concerned with it. You know?
Real
They're
thing,
going
bro.
to create a problem.
Straight.
So this is my take.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. And you know what I love about my channel? And I'm letting you guys know. No matter what race, you are welcome to subscribe to my channel. And you will be treated respectfully over here. Because we will not disrespect nobody on my platform. You understand? Or take disrespect to nobody on my platform. So if you rocking with me, whether you're an Amerindian, whether you're an Indian, a black man, Spanish, wherever you is, and you're rocking with me, I appreciate and I love you. Just know that. You understand? All right. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? You know, like the person call and like, I don't know. You understand? Yeah, man. We don't care. We love every race over here. Every race we love over here. We love Haley. We love everybody. We show love over here. We don't come for tear down people and them. They don't. Over here is not for tear down and bring down nobody. Wherever you know bad about somebody, you keep it to yourself. Shine the goodness over here. This is what we're dealing with. The positiveness we're dealing with over here. Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, chum. Morning.
Yes, G.
Yeah. When I sit down and I say this whole thing that we ain't gonna get no justice from this government. No,
man. We done seen though.
And if people looking for justice from these people, if we watch it carefully, these people bringing these people to suit their narrative, say what they want to say, how they want to say it. And the beauty about it is that everything they try to do, God is unfolding it in a different angle. God is showing me that these people is trying to make us a clown. They're trying to make us a fool. Because the things that these people is saying, sometimes I wonder if these people in shame. If they're in shame because to come out and speak these things that is not true and is not right. What it is a shame to Guyana. Shame, a big shame. It's embarrassing for the whole world to recognize that these people is just trying to make their own people a fool and their leaders.
I telling you about it.
And to the man who say, don't bother with the people in Guyana, just burn and come. They got to bother with the people of Guyana because it's the people of Guyana, including the world, is representing this whole vibes. And you got to care about the citizens of Guyana. You got to think about them. And if it's war you're frightened, don't frighten war. If God wanted, say it can happen. We ain't playing no game. This here means justice.
Yeah, man.
And anything necessary. I mean, we're not advocating for a war or no corruption.
No.
But what it is for us to get justice, what it to be gotta be, brother. We ain't gotta frighten the body. If the body gotta come and leave it up to the family to decide what they're going to do with their child. Because if it was my child, I would have made a decision how I wanted. But if we're looking for justice, brethren, from these people, I doubt whether we can ever get any justice. Here's my contribution.
Thank you.
Blessings, man.
Yeah, my brother. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Oh, hi, hold on a minute. Hi, I'm calling from London.
Yes, I noticed.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Hello.
you noticed. Okay. I'm live. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you clearly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay. So, first thing I want to say, us in London, England, we're standing by Haley. This is not Guyana. We have freedom of speech. we're allowed to do certain things in this country that I'm guessing that they're not allowed to do other places in the world. But Hailey is fighting for a good cause.
Yeah.
You can see that her heart is pure, so that's that. So with Hailey, us in London, we're standing by Hailey.
Definitely.
This whole story has captivated the whole of the Guyanese community. Because, you know, to be honest, I'm Guyanese. I've never had the opportunity to go and visit back home, but I'm Guyanese. So this whole story has captured our hearts to the fullest. And I don't see how the government expects to move forward from this after this. This is a big embarrassment. Today I opened our newspaper, our English newspaper, and you would never believe, I don't know if you know or aware of this story, but there was a story of a little girl that was taken from a hotel room. Her parents left her in a hotel room. They went on holiday and the parents left a little girl, 3 years old, in a hotel room. The little girl was kidnapped from the hotel room, never to be found. This was 2007. Do you know that the UK government have gone back to Spain, where this hotel is, because they've had some information that this girl is still alive? They've gone back. We're in 2025. This thing happened in 2007.
Wow.
And that's, we don't even have as much evidence and as much information that's going on with this Adriana case. We don't have as much information as we do with this case.
Yeah.
This is how many years later. So for everything that's happened, and with the family, and you as well, you're amazing. You know, I don't call up the shows. I'm driving to go pick up my son from school, and I don't call up for shows. But you and Hailey have literally carried this whole case. I mean, you should be cut a check at this point, because with all the evidence that's been brought forward, I don't understand how we could deny anything. It's insulting our intelligence at this point. You're insulting our intelligence. It's more damage to the family. My heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to the family. And hopefully you can recover from this, because it's so embarrassing to the Guyanese government. It's so embarrassing to the country that you would not stick up and do the right thing for one of your own.
Really?
And so you've had to take the body to a different country. I mean, apart from that, I just wanted to say that and say that you're amazing. We stand with Hailey. So please stop it. We stand with Hailey. We have our rights in this country, and it's her right to say what she feels like saying and to investigate what she wants to investigate. You too. We're not in Guyana. Our government is very much a different kettle of fish. But you guys are amazing. I love what you do. I've subscribed. The Guyanese people, my heart goes out for you, and hopefully this justice comes forward. And that's all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, man. Hello, good morning.
Blessed love fire, yes I.
Yes I.
Big up yourself, Robert. I want to feel you got some soldiers on the ground in Guyana for a Jamaican boy. You're big enough, Robert. Yes, my brother, I hear you.
Yes,
investigate shit, you know, because my brother, you're dirty. Mr. Shell never cuff him. I'm sorry, Mr. Shell never cuff him. I black you out, you know what I mean? He dirty. Yeah, man, and give thanks to all my Cockney people, them in London and England all over. Big up yourself, you know? Because, yes, Hailey and Fire Feelings is the people that are really pushing this case. You see?
Sure.
But I want to send a message to Doggy.
Yeah.
Doggy, if you're listening, I know you're big with Mohammed. I want you to have President-elect Mohammed call Fire Feelings, because you want to hear from him why we should vote for him. So, Doggy, listen to me, my brethren. The Rasta man is asking you to call the boss, President-elect Mohammed, and tell him to call Fire Feelings. We want to hear from him. Why the diaspora should give you the chance to run Guyana. And one more thing. Senor Maduro from Venezuela, sir. Buenos dias, hola, ¿qué pasó? I know you are listening to me, senor. Papito, I am asking you, those 100,000 Guyanese that Jacques gave permit to vote, put them on standby so they can go out and vote for the new government to vote Jack Dio out. Senor Maduros, que paso hola, my papito. I am asking you to put them on standby because we want them to vote Jack Dio out. And we want to thank them. Give more of the Venezuelans them papers to vote. Because we want to use them to vote you out, Jabio. You're going down. Your numbers going down. Countdown is on, Jabio. I know you're listening. Betting later.
Love. Yeah, my buddy. Yeah, man. Ja. What the girl do then? And you know, this morning my wife was telling me the same thing, and I say, yeah, you know, we definitely got to do that as the election is drawing near. I would really like to talk to Mohammed. I would like to talk to a lot of these officials to let the people them know why we should really vote for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, straight up. So, dog, if you're hearing, make the link, cause I can link you.
Yes, fire.
Yes,
Blessings. Blessings. Keep the fire burning as always. Much respect and support to the family. I know the whole crew behind them. Quick, because I gotta run. What they need to do is keep her body embalmed, and they should hold a protest outside the People Presidential Place every single night until we receive justice. Every night I talk about fire, and we deal with them police. We suing everybody, and we got a petition for get statue for she for memorialize her, cause this ain't going nowhere. She gotta get a statue like the new coffee. You see? Cause she change in this country.
Kingston, no.
But bless up. Family stay strong and we supporting you.
Respect, my brother.
That is above that which could have been produced or would have emanated from the police force itself. Because as a rank so junior and as a person not vested with authority to command and give directions to the other members of the police force and to be able to gain access to the investigative infrastructure of the police force.
Brother, long try to get through to this son. I's a granny. I left the station. I had to call you this morning. I know. Greetings to all the good work you're doing. Yeah, and the big heads home don't like that. They hate that. So I advise you every morning, cover yourself before you come on the station with the good word of the Lord. Yeah. Yes, and Nandana, every time he come, there's big story, which is lie. He lie more than lie. He faces error and battle. All the blessing to you and justice for that baby. All the best, baby.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Let me jump back into the video. Hold up on the phone call. Soon open back the phone line in a bit. Trying to get Ailey, but coming like she's kind of busy.
You have an outcome that is likely to be compromised. And that's what I'm really bringing to the fore. I think an incident like this should cause the country to begin to have a conversation. When foreign investigators are brought in, what are the circumstances, if any, by which they may contribute to a work product that is truly independent and that is truly valuable and one that could be relied on as an independent work that is not tainted by the very police force that you have complaints about? And to what extent and what are the parameters of foreigners in the involvement of investigations in Guyana? I think that's a critical question to develop. I have some thoughts which I'll share later on in terms of where I think that the attorney for the family missed opportunities to guide how that investigation should have been conducted and should be conducted in order to arrive at a work product that is truly independent and that truly answers questions that
Therapy has always been such a scary idea to me because I simply did not know where to get started. I didn't know how to find my person. I did not know where to go until BetterHelp came in and helped me solve a lot of those problems. With BetterHelp, I got started on my therapy journey and I actually went through a couple of different therapists to find my perfect match, and that's something that you shouldn't be scared of. You start with a questionnaire when getting started with BetterHelp, and even that helped me guide and helped me think about what I'm looking for with this experience, because getting started, I had no idea. Only thing I knew going into it was that I would benefit from talking about my feelings, and just having someone there who's there professionally to help me guide through life took some time for me to get adjusted and to figure out what I'm looking for, but BetterHelp accommodates that perfectly. You can request change, no extra charge, and now that I found
take us in the direction of justice.
But just to say, as Dennis did, that I was surprised when I saw the police release that indicated that the overseas investigator did an assessment of what the Guyana police had done. And I thought it was an interesting development because the family and the public generally had been calling for an independent investigation, as you alluded to. And in part because of what we had discussed earlier, the perceived bundling by the police of the initial investigation. So I think the public wanted to see a parallel investigation to see if it would create the same findings as the police, because the police had in fact issued some outcomes of their preliminary stages of their investigations. So that that raises the question of whether in fact what the public and the parents have been asking for, whether those issues have been addressed. Apart from the main issue that you raised about how the police force handles the insertion of overseas investigators, and that's a critical matter that I think will have to be looked at in the review of this overall incident.
I think that this really leaves the whole controversy mired in some degree of uncertainty as far as the fact goes that the police reports, the police investigation here was merely reviewed by Leonard McCaution, the retired Royal Canadian Mounted Police investigator. And secondly, as we head into Guyana's general elections come September 1, we will certainly see this issue being taken center stage as far as political capital is concerned. And this is something that everyone has to keep their eyes on without in any way trying to, to reduce the significance or the importance of getting to the bottom of the matter. I mean, the pathologists that they report, they said it was drowning. The investigators basically are pointing in that direction. So, it's only time will tell where this goes ultimately.
Dennis, you pressed Dr. Todd on the question of how did he actually see the use of any sort of forensics would take him along the path of justice and secure a just outcome for the family. I want to play that because I think it's important to begin to ask some questions as to what happens from here. But let's listen to that interaction and then come back.
As the legal representative for the family, and based on what you have outlined there before, Dr. Todd, where do you think all of this now leaves the prospect for justice for the survivors, the family members of young Adriana Young?
I believe there is a lot. There's still.
Yeah, brother, you're alive.
Yeah, well, all right. We call, forgive me, we input now.
Yeah, man.
You understand? But the thing is, I will ask two questions of you, and then my wife will come on. The CCJ, what do you mean? What is the purpose of CCJ?
That's what he's saying.
I ask you a question because I'm trying to say how the CCJ could come and give you, because this Shanice Myrie from Jamaica had a problem with Barbados with a mistreat, and I think it's the CCJ who fight her case.
Okay.
Yeah, and let she win your case. Why are you trying to say if the CCJ can't come into Guyana or say something on the young's behalf? Because you see the cover up, what we're supposed to do, don't forget justice. That's why I ask him. You understand? Why the CCJ can't say something on the child's behalf?
Real thing. Straight.
Anyhow, my woman got something with it. Hold on.
Yeah, my sister.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Calling from Barbados, and this is straight and plain. That is that the government cannot do nothing. The government cannot do nothing because the government in it again.
Yeah, man.
The blood on everybody's shoulder. You see, critics come and critics expose the pool. Critics expose to do it for a reason. The government call you now and give you money. You gotta get money for pay Ali.
Real thing.
So this is a trick. He's trying to get back at Ali. Ali did not threaten me and tell you, I'm going to cough you in your face. Ali tell you if he provoke you, and he was provoking Ali, father, make Ali father tell you so.
Man say. Yeah.
You understand? He was provoking, and provocation is lead you to that. And it could be what all of them say, this blood stain on everybody's shoulder. He was with Ali and he know all the secret of the government and whatever. Why only now you're coming out to talk? The government got critics secret, so I don't feel critics ain't do nothing.
Real
critics
thing.
do things.
Real thing.
You understand?
Yeah.
Critics do things.
Yeah.
What is the government doing about it? Money paying all over. CCJ persons need to step in. We need to see these people with a handcuff on their hand, man. Enough evidence is there, and then somebody calling and telling you, but the second autopsy where the doctor said that the doctor did not say nothing about that.
Real thing.
They're just coming in and swinging this thing and turning it their own way. But all I want to say, and I want to tell the Canadian girl, trying this case, she's doing a very good case. She's doing very, very good. And don't let nobody, because if she stand up for Christ, she stand up for Christ, and nothing must turn her back.
Very
when
good.
you stand up, you stand still. So I want Miss Ailey to know that Parsons is there with her and there is no turning back. In spite of whatever they may threaten, the government is putting these people to caution, all kind of thing to turn your mind.
Real talk.
We need to stand up. This is justice. We need to fight for justice. How many more? You understand how many more? How many more of our young children in line to go? It can stop here. If we don't stop it, it will not stop. And we need to put an end to it because we need to study who is next. That's all I have to say. We got to put Ali and Jackie and Alan Nandala who think he bad. Let them go to Barda and fight. The soldier that they get killed, you know where it bring me back to? David and Uriah. What David did when he sleep with Uriah's wife, he sent it to face the battle. Exactly that.
Real thing.
We all need to keep in prayers because prayers could move mountain. The field they could do man, but they can't do God. God is looking. He is watching. And when the wrath of God strike, my brother, they're going to see who he is.
Respect, my sister. Hello, good day.
How you doing, Fire?
Yeah, mama, they're humble.
Good day.
What's up?
All right. First of all, I'd like to thank Haley for being on this case. And all I could tell that woman is stay prayed up. Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Here, and we're up against an evil that has been going on for years, right? And don't be discouraged. Don't let the Guyanese people discourage you. They all just want a little money who coming after you. So they're trying to be the cronies. You understand? The other thing is, I talk to God and I ask him, why is justice so slow for this child? But I know that our God, he will do things in his time and we will get justice for Adriana. Another thing I want to address, because I know we got 2 minutes, is Guyanese people. Have y'all prayed and asked God about the man that y'all want? Y'all so want a king? Y'all so want a president? I am not saying, I do not know Mr. Muhammad from a can of paint. You understand? But I am saying that y'all need to pray because you don't know if you put in the same cats and pussies in place. All of y'all, Muhammad, because he get a little money, yes, he helped 1 and 2 people. But y'all need to stop, look, and pray. Pray that God send you the right person to run the country. Because I don't forget what Charandas do we. All right, I rest my case.
Respect.
Bye.
Yeah, man, respect my sister, and everybody little pine conks over here. But although I is a Muhammad person saying Muhammad too, it's not because he got a little money or he even was with PPP, I pray that Muhammad do the right thing for the country. But at the end of the day, right, we got to remember, none of we didn't know none of these people them, because at the end of the day, every politician is sell we. You understand? So let me get into this video and then we'll be back.
Great hope to honor the truth in this matter, because I believe that the science, forensic science, it exists, and I believe the proper employing of this science will at least be able to assist in eliminating some of the other possibilities that would have likely to occur. You cannot reconstruct the alleged crime scene without someone who understands how this works, and you will need a crime scene trained investigator who understands the proper use of forensic science to reconstruct that scene, because it clearly needs to be reconstructed in order for there to be a clear mapping out of the likely possibilities of this alleged incident.
I want to talk a little bit about where I think that there were some questions in terms of the strategy and the narrative that unfolded on the part of the family. And that is basically the fact that Dr. Todd placed a lot of emphasis on how forensics could salvage this and help procure justice for his clients. But I think that there was some inconsistency in the narratives that unfolded.
Early on, we started doing a few videos.
Who is
one? He seemed to be developing, and this whole narrative that the crime scene was contaminated, and he was adamant that there was a contamination.
That guy is sorry about that.
And he was and has been adamant that the collection of evidence was contaminated and compromised. While that seemed to be, to me, to be sort of damaging to the very prospects that he was seeking, the very outcome, because forensic science is one where the outcome, the value of the outcome depends upon the method employed, the properness of that method, and a lack of compromise of the scene itself and the collection of evidence from that scene. So if you attack that whole process, the method of gathering evidence, and the scene itself. That's what a defense attorney will do, to say that the forensic evidence that you are trying to introduce against my client, regardless what it says, cannot be used because it is compromised. So if he's relying on forensic evidence in order, because in this case he's sort of acting in a prosecutorial, not a defense capacity, you would expect from a prosecutorial point of view that you will want to take up the position that whatever comes from testing is something of value and not something that is compromised. So that was a strategy that I find to be conflicting, and I don't find that that was a strategy that was helpful for the case that he was making for the use of forensic in this particular case. I think that lots of the discussion on it was more academic in terms of what forensics generally could do. But in terms of how it is being used and how it could be adequately used in this specific case, I was a bit disappointed in terms of how that was approached.
I think part of the challenge we face in small societies such as Guyana and in many other parts of the developing world is that we have a very limited number of experts who can offer you an impartial or fair perspective on what essentially obtains. I say so because it would have been great for us to hear, for instance, from someone who is intimately connected, was intimately connected to the Guyana police force and does not have any political baggage, to come and tell us and the wider public what is the forensic capability of the Guyana police force, and do you have experts who can recreate crime scenes? What is your forensic capacity, both from a human resource perspective as well as from a technological perspective? And here again, it comes back to the fact that the Guyana police force, broadly speaking, not confined to this occurrence, has not been too forthcoming with the media. The senior officers of the police force are not making themselves available for this kind of engagement. For instance, we basically had to grab hold of the crime chief, Mr. Blenheim, on the corridors during the shortly after the opening of the conference of the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police. Other than that, it is very difficult, I say almost impossible, to engage someone at that level about the capacity of the police force. So we don't know, for instance, whether all that has been said by Dr. Todd is accurate. He may be raising questions in the form of statements or comments, but to say that this is exactly what obtains in the police force, we do not know. And if indeed the police force does not have that capacity, then are they turning to other law enforcement agencies in the Caribbean and elsewhere for that kind of support and guidance and so on? So I think, again, to come back to my original point, in small societies, we have to be very wary of whether perspectives are being colored from the various points of view, whether it be political, or whether it be personal, or other interests.
Yeah, man. Realty with what they're saying, you know, straight up. Definitely shout out to everybody in the building. Remember, we're going up to that 1 o'clock hour and then we out of here. Definitely we was to have Ailey on the schedule today, but it seems like I'm hitting her up. She told me 12 o'clock. I tried to do the show a little late, but I don't know if she was caught up with her family or whatever is the case, but we're still gonna make sure we get in contact. If we don't get her today, we're gonna try to get her tonight on the show, okay, guys? But you guys know what it is. Definitely take you up to that 1 o'clock hour. That's the next 10 minutes, and then we're out of here, okay, guys? Okay, so we're gonna finish off with the video, but let's go pay some bills. Then we get back with you.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaitro Fall tour, Intori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes, guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthew's 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year. Yo, Brooklyn, I hope you prepare for this one. It's a year-to-year event. Are we talking about Alliance Family and One Link Family Product presents to you the year-to-year ladies event called Pretty Like a Rose.
Pretty like a rose, yeah.
All white edition. It all goes on the 28th of June. Yes, Saturday the 28th of June. Our road leads to 276 Belmont Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. People, only Baba DJs on the card. I'm not going to tell no lie. We kick off from 10 p.m. until. Remember, for more information, you guys could contact 917-862-1442. That's 917-862-1442 or 929 234-0114. That's 929-234-0114. Saturday the 28th of June. It's all about Pretty Like a Rose, the all white edition. Yo, Alliance Family, your One Link. The party then an normal.
Too pretty for your link with the yes man. Send your location. Bears give it up where you wait.
We back in the building. Gotta say good afternoon to everybody in the building. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Remember, guys, if you are interested in donating to the channel, you guys could donate to the channel by dropping anything in the Cash App or the Zellers provided on the screen, scrolling on the bottom. Definitely anything is blessings. Also, you guys could definitely donate to the channel by being a member of the channel for those $2 a month. So, guys, definitely look on the page that you're seeing and hit that button and be a member of the channel. Also, you guys could donate to the channel by purchasing a super chat or a super sticker. Yes, guys, what you do, you hit the $ that is on your device that you're using, select the payment method, and send on. It's just like that. You know it is already. Thanks for everybody. Remember, guys, donation for Adriana Young is still open. We're asking you guys, remember, Mark Allen and say, embalm the body and all this. Remember, these things cost money. You can't do these things, like I said. No company since Adriana died to now, I ain't hear no big company come out and say, here we're going now, we're going to sponsor this girl for this, or we're going to sponsor this girl for that. Justice, justice, justice. If I add a set of money, I swear, if I the rich, you better believe it. I the sponsoring whatever, I the sponsoring the whole debt. I the sponsoring. She needs support. And we see no big company come out and say, all these companies we got, we're talking about the funeral parlors and all of these people them. Nobody come out and say, I can sponsor you this. So what I'm saying that to say this, that the donation is needed. She have to get the money. In order to do everything, the lawyer gotta get paid. You understand? The body got to fly back to Guyana. They got to get paid for. We know who paying for though. She still got to bury the child. Between all of that, the body still got to get embalmed and all them things. So it's money upon money upon money. So we're asking you guys, please, your donation is very, very needed. This is the Zelle information that is here, guys. Please.
content, we understand I understand why I'm saying. Please, you don't have to tell me all of that. Please, just let me flow. Come on, don't mess up the whole thing. It's okay. You understand? Come on, guys. She need the money. The family needs the money. You understand? She needs the money. You sight, man. Content, I'm doing my job on my end. So, you know what I mean? Respect, but let me do my job on my end. Okay? Like I said, guys, they have to get money to do all of these stuff. Everything that is being done have to get money. At the end of the day, that is what I'm saying. Whether the attorney talk about it, the attorney, wherever, we got to get the money. That's what I am basically trying to say. So I'm business with who say what say what. I am telling you guys, I'm ringing it in your ears that you know that everything that this family do in a line with Adriana, they have to get your support. They got to get money to do it. So this is the Zell information once again for you guys as they're up here. They will be heading back to Guyana soon. But this is the Zell information. You see me? Please munch it, scrape it, record it, wherever. You understand? That is the Zell information. I'm begging you. You understand? I am doing my job and letting you guys know what's up. Right? This number and name that you're seeing here is definitely also Adriana's mother's name and number. So when she heads back to Guyana, she got to get some more money to do stuff. So guys, you could definitely do your donation within MoneyGram or Western Union. When you transfer the money, we will asking you to please send 3 main information. We need the reference number, we need your name, and we need the amount of donation that you have donated. So that's the name, Amika, as you could see. Ashanti Simone, I think that's it. Or Ashani. You guys get it right there. You see me? I'm just letting them know what's going on. Content, relax yourself, the man. I understand what you're saying, content. You don't have to make it clear in the comments. Come on. Relax. I know you're not a Guyanese, but there's always reason. I know what you're saying. You understand? I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that I'm doing my job with letting them know at the end of the day that the family needs money. In everything what they're doing, they got to get money. That's what I'm trying to say. So content, respect. Everything good to go. Don't misunderstand me. The basic message that I'm putting out is that the family has to get money. So we're asking everybody out there, please, your donation is needed. You understand? Your donation is needed. So the number and the name that you're seeing on the screen, please do what you got to do. Send whatever donation you guys have. It would really help. All right? You don't know the thing already. I get him mixed up with the, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm seeing at the end of the day. So shout out to content. Don't say 40 content. Everything alright, everything plug in. I don't know what the co-host them must go and she brother got check up on she. But guys, you know that's it. We're gonna be back here tonight for definitely continue with you. You know how it is. Peace and love. Hope you guys stay blessed. See you guys until tonight. All right? Good.